the energies are split in two at the moment. As above, so below is relevant. And I'm literally prepped for this fucking reading for like 20 minutes waiting for my food to come, and it just dinged. As soon as I start the reading, as soon as I tap in, man, I kind of want to go look at it, but I'm also like, they're just gonna ring the buzzer. This is part of the energy at this point. You are waiting for something. You feel like it should be here already. You know it's coming, but you don't know, like, you're not really worried. Like, there's only so many areas that this can manifest in. So, it's not like you're unprepared, but you feel it. You're hungry. You're hungry for it. I was also, while I was prepping, like, getting the camera set up, putting my glasses on or whatever, because the last reading, they were like, cover your eyes. I'm like, fine, bitch, cover my eyes. Like, in my other videos where I have sunglasses on, it's fine. Do you see me? The message I was getting while I was prepping for this is, the masculine energy is turning on the feminine energy, which is also part of what I was saying, where we're being turned back on when we're online. Like, the masculine energy is coming in to turn the feminine back on because she's been offline. Like, I'm getting dispute energy where, like, if you're in if you've been in your feminine and you've been online, like physically online, you're like, but I've been online this whole time and blah 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 blah, or I've been in my intuition this whole time and blah 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 blah. If you gotta sit here and tell me that, then maybe you're wrong. I'm gonna check my phone. So that dude just picked my food up. So I got time. Like, he just picked up from the restaurant. So this is part of it. Like, you feel some shit and you're like, and then you appear. Like, you appear within the energy. If this has to do with, like, relationships, then you're feeling somebody's like, there, you feel someone, you feel some energy around you, but you can't, you're being evaded as to who it is and what at what point this is going to come, but you're still being, like, warned. Like, you're still getting notifications. Maybe this is I'm hearing for some of you this is a subscription, like, that you have, like, you're getting notifications about it and you know that, like, you have it, but you don't know what it is. That's weird. Why would you subscribe to something you don't know what it is? Maybe it's one of those mystery boxes, but or you're manifesting something and you know it's gonna be random, but it's not random. It's you took a test for it. Like, this is energetic and it's also, like, literal. Some of you got a literal mystery box and you took a test for all of your interests and you're gonna get, like, a surprise in there. But that's also metaphorical. I'm literally seeing someone open up one of those, like, otaku boxes and, like, with the Japanese and the snacks, the Japanese with the there's all Japan in one box, basically. But you don't necessarily know, like, you could guess. You could write a list of, like, what the possibilities could be, but you have no idea when. It also could be with yourself. Like, right now, you are, I heard cultivating and I heard boxing. So maybe you run a small business, or you run a business in general, or you're selling things. Like, maybe you're selling things to get rid of because it's almost springtime. And like, you know, you probably got a bunch of things during the holidays. You're trying to get rid of stuff. So I totally resonate with that. So you keep boxing things, like I'm clearing karma. There's like, yeah, you're this dissipation of energy. You're prepping for like whatever you're getting the notification for. Maybe you have too many things and you just ordered another thing and you're like, I need to get rid of some of this stuff before this new stuff comes because I'm going to have no room. And that could still be relationships. Like, that could also be parts of yourself. Like, there's stuff you want to work on. Like, maybe it's energetically or a project that you want to do, but you have too many other projects that you've left undone, and you feel like that's getting in the way of, like, your mindset on this new thing. For some of you, that's still about a relationship. Like, you're like, I have left so many people undone. Why would I try again? If I'm like this, then I don't know where the fuck that message came from, and I'm also reacting to it, because I'm like, what? Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's back orders I'm getting. There's things that have been owed to people for a really long time, and maybe generations, that are now coming in. Interesting. For some, it's physical stuff. Like, maybe you're about to, like, I'm getting a store, like, maybe, like, you reclaimed a storage space that belonged to your family at one point. That's really, like, because it's making me think of that, like, but I'm also seeing, like, a physical ship, like an old ship, like, I'm hearing pirates. Pirates is a thing that's been coming up, like, for a long time, probably, but it's not something I talk about, but that's also a message in itself, because pirates, like, exist in this realm too, like, in this space and time, but they're different, like, they take different things. I'm hearing, would you consider a pirate a scam artist? Not necessarily, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like pirates, to a degree, were also part of the military at one point, right? Within our history. Or, like, Alexander the Great was also, like, a pirate, apparently. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I mean that far back. And that wasn't necessarily, like, it's all about power is what I'm hearing, and, like, but also about survival and, like, what you're giving back. Like, what are you actually contributing to in terms of, like, your culture, your people, as well as taking things back is what I'm hearing from people that stole it anyway. That's a pirate to me. Like, even, you know, One Piece is, like, definitely a fucking thing, and it's gonna be a thing for a very long time. But that it talks about that too, like, him looking for the One Piece, like, Luffy looking for the One Piece. It was stolen already. It was, the One Piece is the hard work of other pirates. Like, he's literally trying to claim something that no one else could claim or find because of how difficult it is to get through these tests. And that brings us back to the tests. Like, you've taken tests for what's about to come in. Your other ancestors in other lives got these things, but it's so far back that your family line doesn't have this written down anymore. It doesn't know you anymore. You know who you are. I'm hearing the government knows who you are. Somebody else knows who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no fucking possible way. Unless you're that protected is what I'm hearing. Like, there's been things that have been destroyed over generations that others, like, or, you know, when women they're not honest about who the father is what I'm hearing. But some of that, it may seem wrong, but it's also protection, because you know who you are. You are you. Even if that information is hidden from you, you're still you. That information was still inside you, regardless if it was told to you or not. There's somebody else that knows who you are, though. You're protected from them, too. Even if you feel like you're being watched, or you feel like you're being monitored, you're still protected. Because there's only so much they can do, honestly. Like, on a physical realm, on the astral realm, they're still fucking with us too. Because the dream I had this morning was crazy. I did a reading for it and everything, but I don't even like the reading and how it was conveying out some of this information. And it's highly hostile and heavy to deal with. This energy, this split. So I kind of wanted to get like a read on the split. I want to know what the split is exactly. And one of the things that was coming in for me was the song Mama, M-A-M-A, by EXO, E-X-O, is a K-pop group. And it is a group of 12 men, and they're split into 6 and 6, and half of it's Chinese and half is Korean. And that's just how the group was too. But like, this was like their debut, like, was all of this esoteric stuff. So go listen to that song. Listen to the rest of the album if you find this one song interesting, because my mom watched both versions. The Korean and the Chinese version are different videos with the same concept of the song, but they're split, you know. So I was getting that also from another reader that I really like on YouTube. If you're interested, let me know. I'm fine with crediting people, but I did hear this from someone else that were in the split, but it just makes sense to me. So there are 12 members, and this song came out 12 years ago during 2012. So it's a little weird. So, and it gets even weirder if you actually go watch the video. So there's that. So this is what we're dealing with. It also still has to do with the divine feminine and the divine masculine. One of their other songs, History, is about the sun. Like, it's about the energy of the sun and using the energy of the sun. Okay. I'm like, do I want to get into this? Again, there's like this, I'm like, I got stuff coming. Do I wait for it to come, or do I work on the thing now? Like, do I do the reading now? Maybe you have a project you want to work on, but you feel like something's coming in and you feel like you should wait. You don't have to wait. You can do whatever you want. Either way, it's going to be fine. It's kind of the energy. Like, okay, what is the split then? Like, what's half and half? What is one half? I'm using my own cards that I made here first. Okay, take this. I'm not looking at it. And then I'm going to read over. So one side is, oh wow, interesting, Chance. This Chance, it says exhausted modern cosmos all night long, and on fears keep on. It's like a sticker thing, change. This has to do with transformation and actually allowing yourself to grow, or even just allowing yourself to break down to grow, because butterflies being alive at all is kind of at chance when they transform in the cocoon, because once they're in the cocoon, they're in a really vulnerable state. Exhausted modern cosmos like really gets me, because we are in a time where the energy has been exhausted to its limits. Oh, wow. I need glue for this because there's one of the things is coming off. So taking a chance, evolving. There's also like a little fairy in here. This also has to do with like trusting your inner child and decadence. Ooh, it says decadence. 2018 is one of the one of the years on this one. So 2018 could have been a significant year for you. 2018 is for me, that's when I really was. Like, when I turned on, if I want to say, like, oh, I was completely aware of the fact that, like, I had some sort of, like, ability to read or, like, listen, it was 2018 that I realized that. And then it also says experimental. So that's one energy, that's one side, one energy. The other energy is this. Earthly paradise, or on, focusing on earthly paradise. So that is like the real contrast. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I get it. I totally see that right now, like where the split is in the universe and in the planet, if we're just talking about Earth right now. But we might not be. I don't know. You know, currency is different everywhere. We don't gotta be talking about this. But on this planet, probably is this. You either this runs you or this runs you. It's either spirit or money at this point. Okay? What are you gonna pick here? Like, for real. Because it seems dire, right? But realistically, you're not going to get out of this, like, physical realm alive if you don't have faith. I'm sorry. Like, the physicality of this world right now and the way it's pressurized and building up, it will take you outside of your body. It will make you not want to be here. So you need to have faith. You need to be in this childlike state. Otherwise, you need to be a little delulu, to be honest with you, if you want to survive. Because you need to see beyond what's in front of you and how I'm hearing fear-mongering. There's a lot. It may be literally in your face, like there may be a person doing it to you. Like they're making you afraid, maybe they're making you afraid of losing your job. They're making you afraid of this being the last job you ever have. That's like, somebody in a relationship may be fear-mongering you and making you feel like this is the last day you'll ever see them again. Maybe that version of fucking them. Maybe you don't even like that fucking version of them. God damn. It's either you're here or you're not. Like with the earthly thing. Like, you have to be in front of me now. Like, really, what's fucking more important to you? Your spiritual connection with someone, or like the stability that they give you? Because that's really also what I see on the internet. Like, bitches are like, I got a husband because I got a car and I got this and I got this and I got this. And all of it's physical shit. You know? I have a house, I got stability, I got blah, blah, blah. Or are you going to connect with your inner self and your spiritual side and realize that you're going to grow with this other person and you want to give to them? Both of you have stability. You have to want your own stability, though. You know, like, no judgment on anybody that wants someone else to take care of them, but you're still focusing on that if that's the only reason that you're with someone. If you don't have a spiritual connection with them, or your spiritual connection is impure, is what I'm hearing. And how can it become impure? If there are other people involved outside of the knowledge of the connection. So if either one of you has other people interfering literally in your soul connection, which means there has to be some sort of physical or emotional connection that's interfering. Okay? Without the other person's knowledge. And so that could pertain to cheating, but it could, like, cheating isn't necessarily just physical. Like, if you're having dreams about someone else, then they're either most likely emotionally attached to that person if they're not physically attached to them. Okay? And that's still going to affect you, especially if you're a highly intuitive person. And that is still based on this. Okay? Because that person is not respecting your energetic connection. Some people will blatantly not be able to handle an energetic connection. Or they just don't know what that is. They don't know what it is at all. Like, that's just the way it is right now. So that's why also there's these two. A majority, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to say like 70% of the planet is like right here. And I get it. Like, it's really hard. It's really hard to be just here. Sometimes we're in the middle, but right now we're not. Nobody is. We're either one. We're split. We're split now. Okay? If you see all these readings where people are like, you just left somebody and you blah 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 and this person da 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 da, you split because of this. Where are you? Are you here or are you here? You should know now. I'm telling you right now. If you're here and you're hearing, you pick spirit and you can hear spirit, you can feel spirit, and you can see where spirit's bringing you. I know that was like a flake. That was fucking weird. You know, you can hear, because you can't hear if you hear. You can't hear shit. You looking at what's in front of you. You just looking at what's in front of you, and that's it. You hear if you can hear. You gonna stop hearing once you hear. This is all you focus on. You gonna stop hearing shit. I'm hearing they're combined technically. It's orbit, I guess. This is what I'm feeling for some reason. Maybe there's a planetary alignment. That is why this is happening. I wouldn't know that. I'm not an astrologer. That information would be good, like nice to know. So if anybody is an astrologer and you have an actual explanation for why I'm doing that, go ahead, please comment and let me know. But I kind of want to pull some cards just to like reinforce this. Because I'm like, yes, this is definitely what's going on right now. People be fighting over money too, like fighting. These butterflies ain't fighting for shit. They just chilling. There's a whole flock of them. They're just chilling right there. These butterflies ain't in no competition. You're not fighting over no money. If you fighting over money, then you need to evaluate that you hear, my guy. Like, not that I'm saying one's better than the other. Like, of course I want money. Like, look at what the fuck's going on with the economy, man. Like, I get it. If you are in a more earthly, grounded energy and you are resonating with this part of where the universe is at right now in this split, you are emotionally walking away from things still. You're still really sitting there in your emotions, getting in there, getting neck deep. Once you get up here though, like, you gonna struggle. Drowning was also a thing in the last reading that I've still been picking up on. You're not addressing emotions because of the physical world. Everybody that is in this energy where you're in your child self, you're addressing. I'm taking my glasses off now. Maybe you don't have a mask on anymore with yourself. With other people too. Like, you don't have a mask on anymore. You're chilling. There's new love coming for you. There's new emotions coming. You have emptied your cup. You're not worried about your emotions. You are comfortable with them. You're comfortable with your child. You have to do this to get comfortable with your child self. Because your child self is the most emotional part of you. Like, she remembers all the trauma. He or she remembers all the trauma. Remembers all of the things that people don't want you to remember when you were like growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they remember. Even when you don't remember, your child self will remember. the innocent part of you will remember, like, well, the injustices that were done to you, even if you don't remember anymore. For some of you, if you've written anything down when you were younger, please go look at it, because I was talking to somebody about that recently. Otters are so amazing in the way that they always want, like, they need companionship, you know what I'm saying? They're emotionally available is what I'm hearing. This Eight of Cups, not emotionally available. If you're focusing on your money, if money is your main focus, if physicality is your main focus, you're not emotionally available. If spirit is your main focus and you're ready to take chances, you're ready to jump in, you're ready to do the thing, you're ready to open yourself up to somebody, or like even just the world with yourself, opening yourself up more to yourself. I'm hearing maybe even crying alone. You're emotionally available, like you're becoming so that you can reach this Ace of Cups.